Hey there, welcome back. This is Yoga with Lisa. Today I'm going to show you a couple of awesome ways to prepare for Pincha Mayurasana or peacock pose. This particular posture requires a lot of strength in the shoulders, internal rotation of the upper arm bones, openness in the upper back, as well as a pretty strong core and openness in the fronts of the legs as well. Today we'll be using just a few props, a block, a blanket, and then I'm also using a chair. These three things will come into play for one of the very first poses we do, which is my favorite shoulder opener. Let's get started. Taking a seat on your heels or whatever's comfortable, let's center with 3 breaths. And as you exhale, feel yourself arrive on your mat. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Feel that gratitude for the body we're about to play in. Exhale, settle in. One more big breath. And let's get started. We'll start seated on our heels. Raise your arms up and into the sky. Feel the rib bones stretch up, 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 and the arms get nice and long. And then take your left fingers to the floor, an open body side stretch here with the right fingers up and into the sky. We'll take 3 breaths. You're welcome to intensify this stretch by sitting the right hip down to the floor on the right of your heels. Another full breath here. And come on back to center. Again, stretch up, up, up. Feel that freedom in the rib cage. Take your right fingers to the floor. Same thing, this side. You're invited again to sit your left hip to the left of your heels. Stretch up and away with those left fingers. And remember that internal rotation of the arm bones. It's pretty important here. Come back forward. On to my favorite shoulder stretch. I've padded my chair with this blanket. And that'll come in handy. So a little bit drapes over the edge of the chair. And then I'm going to grab my block in between my hands, like so. Press from palm to fingertips. And take your elbows right to the edge of the chair. Walk your knees back. It's almost like we're in a tabletop position, but with our elbows on the chair. And you'll start to feel the stretch in this right away. You can bring your forehead to the edge of the chair on the blanket or let it dip between the arms, reaching toward the floor. And think about cat-cow here in this next movement. As you exhale, lift the upper back and the low back up into the sky like in cat pose. And as you inhale, drop everything back down to the floor like in cow pose. Keep the blocks firm between the hands. Keep the elbows nice and snug into the head as you inhale and exhale. The next time you exhale into cat pose, firm the low ribs and the belly right up into the body. The abs are coming into play here. We want the core to be nice and warmed up and engaged. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Feel those abdominals firm up and into the body. And let's do that one more time. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Nice squeeze in the abdominals. You probably began to feel that right away in the openness in the shoulders. Let me know, is that your favorite now too? Set the chair aside. Set all of your props aside. And we're going to go ahead and come onto a tabletop position to set up for plank position. Again, continuing to open the back, strengthen the arms and the core. Take the shoulders right over the wrists, and that's where they'll stay. With your exhale, come back into that cat-like position in the spine, but keep your shoulders over the wrists. Inhale into plank pose. Exhale into cat pose. A lot of core strength. Great stuff. Let's do this 3 more times. Exhale, round into that cat pose. Plug the abdominals into the body. Inhale forward. 2 more. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, plank pose. Very last one, get super powerful in your abdominal contraction. And follow that back to downward facing dog. So good. Stretch up and out of the shoulders, back through the hips, and sway the hips side to side to get a nice side body stretch. In order to come vertical over our elbows, we need to make sure our shoulders are a little less stuck than usual. So we open up the lats here in a side to side sway in our downward facing dog. Great job. Let's go ahead and come on down. Continuing to open up the upper back muscles. Take the arms out to the side like you're going to give someone a big old hug and then give it to yourself with your left arm over the right. This is the way I like to set up, gripping my shoulder blades and then binding my arms in Gomukhasana arms. We're going to continue to flow here. It's my favorite way to open. Exhale, pull the upper arm bones into the chest, tuck the chin, take the upper back back. Inhale, look up, open the chest, reach the fingers to the ceiling. Repeat that series. Exhale, arms into the chest. Inhale, arms up into the sky. Exhale, arms into the chest. And let's go ahead and release. Inhale, open those arms wide up. I'm just turning here so you can see it from this angle. Let's take it to the other side. This time the right arm is over the left. Set up your arm bind. As you inhale, lift those fingers and the gaze to the sky. And as you exhale, pull those arm bones into the chest, tuck the chin, rock back. Feel the length of the back open. Inhale, fingers lift. Exhale, chin and arms into chest. Beautiful. Let's do it one more time. Really massaging those muscles open. Inhale, open those arms. Feel a nice open stretch. Great stuff. Warming up the triceps. I like this one a lot because it warms up my arms and it also promotes a little more spinal flexion. Palms underneath the biceps next to the chest. Inhale, press into an upward facing with the thighs pretty relaxed on the floor and bring it back down. Inhale, upward facing. Great job. Lower back down. We're going to do 3 more. Think about really engaging through the triceps, the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale to lower. Elbows squeezing back toward one another. And a little less activity in your legs helps the psoas to relax. Let's do 1 more. Peel up. And already my triceps are burning. It doesn't take that many. Great. Let's come to the top of a push-up for plank pikes. Press back to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Stay high on your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. You know the pattern. 3 more times. Downward facing dog and let the abs be the work to pull you forward and to push you back. Good. Excellent. Let's go ahead and come back forward. Come on down to your knees. And we're going to give it a shot. So I'm doing it right in the middle of the room. I'm not going to use a wall, but you're welcome to use a wall on the other side of your head. Another prop with the block between the L of the hands and the elbows always, always, always underneath the shoulders, not any wider. So let's prep. Press up into dolphin pose. The hips are high. What I want you to do is think about dolphin push-ups. So we let the crown of the head melt to the floor. And then push it away through powerful shoulders. Let the crown of the head melt to the floor. Push away, strong shoulders. And let's see if we can do this 2 more times. And this is just helping us to learn how to lift up out of our shoulders. Good. Last time. Whew. All of the pieces are coming together. I enjoy this posture so much. Clasp the hands behind the back. Open up the chest. Gaze upward. Just a little recovery here. All right, let's dig in. Elbows down. You can use that block if you'd like, but I'm just going to go old-fashioned, just myself, and a lot of engagement. Step your feet forward, gaze forward to the thumbs, and maybe it takes once or twice. Kick one leg up. super active legs is the key here, right? Our core is engaged, our shoulders are there. Keep the legs active, kick on up, and I'm going to come down now after just a few brief seconds in pincha. And that's just because I get so excited. I like to come into this posture a time or two. Great stuff. Open up those shoulders. And for me, it always gets my heart racing. After a couple of breaths, recouping, I'm going to come back into this. All right. Let's give it a shot. Palms down, forearms parallel, shoulders are engaged. Lift those hips up into the sky. Gaze forward toward the thumbs and tiptoe the toes forward. Super engaged legs. Let's come on up. Feel yourself catch that air. Continue to breathe. And then remember how we were pushing out of those shoulders. Do that here. Feel the core engaged. The legs are active. A couple extra breaths of air time here in Pincha Mayurasana. Come on down. Take a seat on the knees. Congratulations, that was fun. Maybe pause the video and try a couple more times. As a little measure to loosen my neck after all of that work, reaching the fingers to the floor, dropping my ear to one shoulder, and then massaging things open by dropping the chin to the chest and swaying the ear to the other shoulder just a time or two. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. This is so much fun. I'm enjoying my body come back to life after my accident. I hope you enjoyed this practice. I'll see you next time.